Good morning, students. How are you? I hope you all are fine. In previous lecture, we will studied about the classification of fungi. Here, in this video, I hope this will be the last video of the second chapter. And here, we will study about the plant, animal, viruses, and the varieties, prions, and virions. Here we will not discuss more about the plant and animal because we will study the plant and animal in deep in the chapter 3rd and chapter 4. Here we will mainly focus on the virus, virites, virions and prions. So first we start the general feature of the plant that we will study in the chapter 3rd, plant kingdom. In plant kingdom, as we all know that all plants are the chlorophyllous. They have the chlorophyll. That's why they are able to do the photosynthesis. So these are called the autotrophs. And these are the eukaryotic organisms. Even few are the parasites, only they fulfill their need of the nitrogen. Some are the insectivores like the bladderwort, Venus plant and Cuscuta. If we focus on the cell wall is made up of the cellulose. Even some having the vascular system, but some are the non-vascular, especially the algae, bryophytes. These are the non-vascular plant because they don't have the xylem or phloem. Even we can see in the bryophytes the hair-like structure is formed, root hair-like structure formed, that is called the rhizoids. But the lack of the xylem and phloem. From pteridophytes we can see the xylem and phloem. And pteridophytes in gymnosperm and angiosperms. These all are the vascular plants because they have the presence of xylem and phloem. If we talk about the life cycle, they shows the alternation of generation. It means they have the diploid sporophytic phase and the haploid gametophytic phase. And mostly these possess the sexual mode of life cycle, especially in the higher plants. If we talk about the kingdom Animalia, these are the heterotrophic because they don't have the capability to do the photosynthesis. So these are depend on the plants or any other sources for their nutrition. And the nutrition is the holozoic. They engulf the food, they chew it, digest it and excrete it. If we talk about the higher organisms, they have the well organized body system and they have also the locomotory organs, well developed nervous system, and mostly they reproduce by the copulation between the male and female. And later on the embryological development occurs in the uterus of the female. And even we will talk more about the Animalia in the animal kingdom, like the non-chordate and chordates. This video is mainly focused on the viruses. Okay. viruses. Actually, these are the non-livings and non-cellular organisms. They present outside of the living cell, but they have the DNA or RNA. When the virus infect to the cell, it take over the machinery of the host body and replicate themselves and prepare its own copy. If we talk about the virus, it was discovered by the Ivanovsky in 1892, but the name virus was given by the Louis Pasteur. The word virus is like a venom or poisonous fluid. If we talk about how it is said that these are the infectious, there was a scientist M.W. Bezernik. What he did? Actually, he demonstrated that extract of the infected plant of tobacco could cause the infection in a healthy plant. When we use the fluid of the leaf that is already infected with the virus, the second plant can be also infected by the venom. So he called the fluid contagium vivum fluidum. It means the infectious living fluid. If we talk about the, here we can see the structure of the virus. Here the virus is made up of only the protein and also the nucleic acid. Nucleic acid means either DNA or RNA. We can see here the red is the DNA and the outer side of the that is grayish in color, it is the protein found by the whole the wall is called the capsid, and each capsid is found by the capsomere. We can see here this is the head region, the neck region, the head region having the DNA, the tail sheath and the tail and the end plate. Actually, when the virus infected to a host cell, it attacks to its tail. It get attached with the host cell with the tail, and it dissolves the membrane of the host body and inserted their DNA into the host body. And now this DNA of the virus take over the machinery of the host body, and it replicates itself and form its own genome, its own copy. Many number of viruses that infected the person. If we talk about W.M. Stanley in 1935, he was first crystallized the viruses. And we talk about the characteristic of the viruses. Here we can see as I have already told you, the outer cover of virus is formed by the proteins that is called the capsomere, and the many capsomere units attached, and they forms the coat of the viruses called the capsid layer. They have its own genetic material that can be DNA or RNA. Mostly RNA is present in the plant viruses. It means the viruses that infected to the plants. And that DNA RNA is the single stranded RNA. Single stranded RNA means here, okay, see here, we have studied that the DNA having the double helical structure, something like that. Suppose this is the 5 prime, so here this is the 3 prime, so this is the 3 prime and this is the 5 prime. This is the DNA segment. If we open the chain, it is something like where the base pairs are present. A, suppose T, G, AT, CG. So the second complementary pair of the DNA have the AT. This is the base pair. TA, it means adenine, thymine, thymine, adenine. C always attached with the G and G always attached to the C. Okay, this is the DNA. This is the double helical DNA or double stranded DNA. If we replace the T with the U, suppose the structure is something like that. So U, A, C and G. RNA have the lack of thymine. In place of thymine, they possess the uracil base pair. So adenine, uracil, साइटोसिन एंड ग्वानिन, ये एक सिंगल स्ट्रैंडेड आरएनए होगा. अगर मैं इसका डबल स्ट्रैंडेड बनाऊं तो इसकी दूसरी कॉपी सेम जैसे डीएनए की तरह बन जाएगा. सो यू विल अटैच विद द ए always attached with the U because this is the universal formula. C will attach with the G and G attached with the C. So we can see here the plant viruses have the mostly RNA and single stranded RNA. Okay. Here the viruses that affect the animal may have the double stranded DNA or sometimes the double stranded RNA also. The bacteriophage. Bacteriophage is a phage virus that infected the bacteria. Generally, they have the double stranded DNA. And this viruses causes the many kind of disease in the animals as well as in the plants. If we talk about the disease caused by viruses in the animals, this can be rabies, measles, herpes, meningitis, smallpox, chickenpox, dengue, mumps, polio, AIDS. These are the different kinds of diseases that is caused by the viruses in the animals, and the viruses that causes the disease in the plants is the mostly mosaic formation, like the tobacco mosaic virus TMV, and curling and rolling of the leaf, yellowing and vein clearing, sometimes dwarfing also. Sometimes the growth is extraordinary. So these are the few characteristics of the viruses. And if we talk about the virides, virides are only the necked DNA. Virides are only the necked DNA. It means here is the whole virus. If they have only the DNA or RNA openly, it is called the virides. It is called the virides. There is no coating of the nucleoproteins. It was first discovered by the T.O. Diner in 1971. Okay. If we talk about the weight, its molecular weight is very low or very less. Here, the prion. Prions are the infected proteins, and this causes the different kinds of disease in the mostly in the animals. If we talk about the discovery, it was discovered by the scientist, that is Gosdu-Sek, D.C. Gosdu-Sek. But the word prions was discovered by Prusiner, and for discovery of the disease, both are got the Nobel Prize. For research on the prions, Prusiner got the Nobel Prize in 1997. If we talk about the disease that are caused by the prions, this is the mad cow disease. Sometimes the laughing disease, that is also called the Kuru disease, is found in the human beings. And also the disease dimensions. All these are the neurological disorders. And sometimes the Parkinson's disease, it is also caused by the prions. In your syllabus, prions is no more to study. Only you will have to know who discovered it, who named it, what disease it causes in the human beings and also the cattle. The last one is the lichen. Even I will make another video on the lichen, but in your syllabus the lichen is not in. Will have to study a little amount about the lichens. Actually, lichens are the association of fungi and algae, and the part of fungi is called the mycobiont and the part of algae called the phycobiont. Here both lives with each other and they forms an association that is called the symbiosis. Here the algae grows over the body of fungi, and because fungi are heterotrophic, they don't have the capability to do photosynthesis, so fungi absorbs the water and minerals and gives to the algae, and algae have the chlorophyllous body, so it prepare the its own food with the help of photosynthesis, and this food also intake by the fungi. So here the mutual cooperation occurs between the fungi and algae. So such type of association is called the lichens, and lichens are the good indicator of the air pollution. And we will study in the chapter 12, in the class 12, that succession. Lichens play an important role in the succession of the ecosystem. So here we can see these are the structure of prions. They have only the DNA. Virions. If we talk about the virions, even it is not in your book, but virions are the, we can say these are the dead viruses. These are not active in the living cells. In next video we will start the chapter 3 with the plant kingdom, in which we will study the division of the plant kingdom like the cryptogamous, phanerogamous, and we will study broadly about the whole plant like the algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperm, angiosperms, and the each classes of the plant kingdom. Thank you, class.